Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Power Rangers Season 3, Episode 42 of my show, but this is about Episode 7 of the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers mini-saga segment of Season 3. Now, Episode 7 is known as Along Came a Spider, but before I start talking about the actual episode, I just want to mention, since we're on Episode 7, that means we got, 7, 8, 9... not counting 7 because this video says 7. Yeah, 8, 9, 10. We got 3 more videos left after this video, before the end of the 3rd season. And another thing I wanted to mention is, since we're on episode 7, that means the next episode, I just wanted to get this out of the way. The next episode I'm going to cover after this is going to lead into the 2-part season finale and having to do with the Alien Rangers, an enemy from their world, who I explained in the character bio video, but I won't tell you his name, for now, because his name's going to get revealed in the next video, so I'll save that for the next video. But I figured I'd just bring it up though, since A, because I mentioned it, and also B, I sort of mentioned it in the character bio already, but anyway, but I'll save the reveal of who it is for the next video. But until then, but enough getting off topic. Like I said, this is History of Power Rangers Season 3, Episode 41 of my show, but this is about Episode 7 of Season 3. And Episode 7 in the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers mini-saga segment of Season 3 is known as, was it 42 or 41? Let's see, 40 was about, I have to put on it. Someone's character bio. Yeah, 41 was the last video, so 42. Sorry about that, guys. I get mental blocks. Anyway, sometimes because I forget. It's not that I forget, it's because I get a mental block because I get confused on what episode I'm talking about. Anyway, for my own show and stuff. Anyway, this is History of Power Rangers Season 3, Episode 42 of my show, but this is about Episode 7 of Season 3. And Episode 7 in Season 3 is known as Along Came a Spider. Now, basically, the reason why this episode is called this is because the Alien Rangers are going to be facing a spider-based monster for this episode. I just wanted to get that out of the way. And the ranger that's going to be collecting their fragment of the Zeo Crystal for this episode is Adam's character. I just wanted to get that out of the way there as well. But anyway, getting into the actual storyline of this episode, this episode carries over from where episode 6 left off, because if you guys remember back when I did the video for episode 6, that was the episode where they started the Zeo Crystal quest. So Rocky was the one that went on the Zeo to get his fragment of the Zeo Crystal, and this one basically has Adam collecting it, and he's in Korea for this episode, like in the past version of Korea. And basically what happens is he's trying to look for this man in order to, known as, well, he ends up in a past version of Korea, like I said, and he's looking for his fragment of the Zeo crystal, and then he meets this woman who tells him about man on the coyote, and basically he starts to go look for him, and then basically that's when he finds this man, and then basically the man helps him along trying to find him. And I just wanted to get that segment there out of the way with this video, but anyway, I'm gonna get into the segment with the Alien Rangers here, because for this segment of the episode, two of the Alien Rangers are with Billy in his lab and stuff, and I believe the Alien Rangers that are with him in his laboratory are Sestro and Tidius, the blue Alien Ranger, and Tidius, the yellow Alien Ranger. If I'm remembering correctly from that, it's not that I'm having trouble remembering. It's just I'm trying to remember from watching the episode itself. So it's not that I'm having trouble remembering and stuff. He said that he has to go out in order to collect a part for his experiment, and while he's gone, he wants them to try to stay out of trouble. They don't know what he means by that, and then basically, after Billy leaves, that's basically when Rita and Zed decide to put their plan in motion to destroy the Alien Rangers, because basically what happens is even though Billy said for them to stay where they were until he gets back, he by this point Sestro was getting both Sestro and Tidius were getting low hydration levels, so they went out to look for sources of water for them to rehydrate. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but that's kind of hilarious that they had to do that. And now, continuing on with what I was saying with Adam, now I'm going to get back into the segment with Adam here for this episode. Like I said, he's looking for his fragment of the Zeo crystal, and basically he talks to this woman, and the woman mentions about a wise man named the Coyote or some Coyote, and then she says that he might be able to help him find the thing he's looking for, and then basically when he goes to look for the man, he meets this strange man with a beard and stuff, and the man with the beard follows him around, and then he's wondering why he's following him around, but then the man with the beard mentions that he should be the one asking that because he doesn't know who he is. And then he says that his name is Adam, and then he says Adam, and then he says his name's Adam, like he's like, Adam, I'm Adam, and then basically the old man that's following him basically repeats what he said, sort of similar to, now that I brought that up, I just want to mention something. It's kind of funny, because, I'm sorry, but just talking about this segment of the scene kind of reminds me of an old movie I used to watch when I was a kid on VHS, a movie called, I believe the movie was called Small Soldiers. I'm sorry, I hate to get off topic there, but I figured I'd bring that up, because basically basically the man repeats what he heard Adam say. He's like, Adam, and then basically that's what I mean by that. I'm sorry I got off topic there in reference to an old movie I used to watch as a kid. I'm sorry about that. That's my bad. I just thought I'd bring it up because it's kind of funny and it sort of connected in an ironic way. I find it a little bit funny because of that. And anyway, getting back into what I was saying, Adam basically goes looking for the person he's looking for with the strange man that's following him, and then basically after he talks to someone and he's wondering if he's the coyote, but he says that he's not, and then he says that he's sorry to bother him, and then basically what happens is after that if you guys remember back when, Zed and Rita noticed that two of the alien rangers are, if you guys remember when I was stating the segment with Sestro and Tidy, they had to leave Billy's laboratory temporarily in order to rehydrate. And the reason why Billy wasn't in there was because he was picking up a device that he needed for an experimental purposes. So he went over to this science person, and he asked her if he could borrow it for his experiment, and she said that it's wonderful that seeing that a smart person like him is interested in science. And then basically she says that she'd be happy to lend it to him. And then basically what happens is that was when Sestro, I think it was Sestro at this point, or it might have been Tidy, as he would ship or one of them. I think they both were starting to get dehydrated, so they had to go out of the laboratory to find a source of water to rehydrate. Oh my god. And then basically, when Zed realizes that they're out of the laboratory, that's when Zed and Rita realize that they're out of the laboratory, they decide to send the Tangas down to deal with them. And that's actually the funny part, because in this portion of the episode, the Tangas attack the alien rangers while they're rehydrating in the car wash, but they don't know the Tangas are following them, so they don't morph to their ranger forms in order to deal with the Tangas. And basically what happens is the Tangas get defeathered because of the car wash and stuff, and then basically Sestro and Tidius head back to the laboratory in order to get, after they've rehydrated. And by this point, Rita and Zed have also sent down a spider-based monster, hence the reason why this episode is called Along Came a Spider. And by this point, Billy is returning back to his laboratory after picking up the device he needed, and he's wondering where Sestro and Tidies are, but he doesn't know that they're not there, but that's because he doesn't know that they left the laboratory temporarily. That they left the laboratory temporarily so that they could rehydrate. And now that I've gotten into that part, I'm just gonna backtrack to that part. When they were going to a place to rehydrate, they were going through a car wash, and Tidy said it was something like a drive-through, and then basically Sestro said that they shouldn't drive through it, so they used the car wash to rehydrate, which in this case, as I said, is kind of funny because at that point, the Tangas were fighting them, but the Tangas didn't have to fight them because they didn't know the Tangas were after them because they were distracted by the car wash. So technically, this time they didn't have to fight the Tangas because the car wash technically helped them out. I just wanted to get back to that since not that I missed it, it's just I figured I'd bring it up since I mentioned it with the part with Billy and everything. And that's when the spider monster that Rita and Zed sent down to her captures Billy, and then basically what happens is after that, because basically what happens is Billy, as I said, he goes back to his lab, but to see if Sestro and Tidius are there, and then he sees that they're not because he doesn't know that they left to rehydrate, and that's when the spider monster captures them, and that's when Sestro and Tidius manage to show back up, and then they realize that Billy's been captured by the spider monster. So basically what happens is after that, Zordon then contacts the other alien rangers and has them help Sestro and Tidius deal with the spider monster and rescue Billy at the same time. And what happens is after that, the alien rangers manage to fight the spider monster, and then Rita and Zed make the spider monster grow, and then they deal with the spider monster in, I don't know, it was either with the Battleborgs or with their Megazords. I think it might have been with their Battleborgs, which is the Zords that they use telepathically. And they managed to defeat the spider monster, and then after that, Zed and Rita get upset that they lost again. And now I'm just gonna backtrack. I'm sort of getting close to the end of the episode, but I also want to bring up the segment here with Adam because remember how I said he was looking for the man at the coyote when I was doing his segment? What I meant by that was when he was looking for him, he had no idea of knowing that the man he was looking for was the same man that was following him around the whole time. And then basically the man gives him his fragment of the Zeo crystal, and then after that he leaves, and then leaves, and then when he leaves, the man who is the real coyote said that people come and go so strangely around here, and then that's when he basically returns to the command center with his piece of the Zeo crystal. And then Rita and Zed get upset that the Zeo crystal is 3 crystals away from being complete, and they still gotta find a way to defeat the alien rangers. And then that's basically where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video when I post it, just please give this video the real best you guys can, and I will see you guys next time for the next video. But until then, like I always tell you with this series, may the power protect you always.